Hello! I come to you standing today because I can. Have you heard of this standing thing? It's quite bizarre. You use your legs and your feet instead of a chair. It's very strange. Anyway, I don't know much about it since I spend most of my time on that bed, reading and Google Hangouting. Googling Hangout, hanging in the Google out. That. Today we're going to talk about two books by Stephanie Perkins. If you watch the Vlogbrothers, it is quite possible that you know the book Anna and the French Kiss. I was inclined to read this book because it is a young adult book. John Green said it was good. It's written by a nerd fighter. It was written originally as a NaNoWriMo novel, and the author is married to Jared Perkins of the wizard rock band Gred and Forge. However, I was not inclined to read this book because it is a romance novel, and I don't really read romance novels, and it's also something I saw as being chick lit, and I don't really like chick lit. Luckily, the fact that I do almost everything John Green will tell me to do won out in the end, and I read this book a few months after it came out. And in this case, following John Green's advice was correct. The first thing I'd like to say is that I read this book in one day, and I do not really read books in one day. I read a lot, but I'm not that quick of a reader. But I literally couldn't put this book down when I was reading it. I read it over the summer when I worked from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and when I got home from work at like 4 p.m. I had only read 50 pages, but I still finished the book that day. Reasons I love this book. Number one, it takes place in Paris. I take French, I've taken French for all of high school, and that just makes it personal for me. Number two, Etienne St. Clair. He's pretty, perfect. And when I say perfect, I don't mean like the Edward Cullen kind of perfect, where we all say he's perfect, but he's actually the opposite, or say that he's perfect and then not actually describe him. No, Etienne is pretty perfect because he's not perfect. He has faults, but he is still the most charming British and French hot fictional boy. Yeah. He is super romantic and charming without ever being annoying or overly cheesy, which kind of applies for the whole book. This book is made of adorable sweetness, but it is never sickeningly adorable or sickeningly sweet. It's like just the right amount of cheese to make me never stop smiling, but never think that it's fake. I realize I stopped counting. Counting is for losers. Math is hard. The main character, Anna, is completely relatable, and not in the Bella Swan relatable way where she doesn't have any characteristics so we can all just put ourselves in her place, but actually a real person with characteristics and traits that we can identify with. I didn't realize I was going to be comparing this to Twilight. Huh. And I'm going to link to Alex Carpenter's video right here so you know this book isn't just for girls. Stephanie Perkins' second book came out this fall and is called Lola and the Boy Next Door. There's going to be a third book called Ilsa and the Happily Ever After, and what's really cool about these three books is that they all take place within the same universe, so Anna from Anna and the French Kiss actually makes an appearance in Lola and the Boy Next Door. I wasn't expecting to like Lola as much as I liked Anna, just because I'm really pessimistic about second books. I usually think they're just not going to be as good as the first ones. But it was still super sweet and super charming. Lola is a lot more eccentric than Anna. Cricket, who is the male character in the book, is a lot more grounded and I think more realistic than St. Clair. Like, St. Clair is really sexy, but Cricket is just plain adorable. Overall, the writing style was really similar and really sweet, and I'm very much looking forward to Ilsa and the Happily Ever After, which comes out sometime in the spring, I think. See you next time!